Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about Carnivore because I hit my 3 months on Carnivore. I think it was February 17th that I hit my 3 months. And if you're watching this, I'm over 3 months and I'm still continuing. So I want to share with you guys my progress, some of the benefits, whether or not I've actually cheated, and my reason for starting Carnivore. So hey guys, if you are new here, my name is Susan Velez, and on this channel we talk about making money, saving money, investing money, and taking care of our health so that we can catch up for retirement, especially if you are late to saving for retirement like me. So yeah, guys, we do cover health on here, and the reason being is because I'm a huge advocate for health. I think health is more important than wealth, because if you don't have your health, then the amount of money that you saved and invested your entire life will not mean a thing, because it'll either go all to medical or you just won't enjoy life because you're in miserable pain. So that's the reason that we cover wealth on this, or health on this channel, along with wealth. So yeah, guys, I've been on carnivore diet. If you're watching this video, it's been over 3 months now and I'm still going strong, but I have had a few cheat days, and I'm going to share with you guys what I had on those cheat days and why I cheated. But first of all, let me share with you guys what carnivore is. If you don't know what the carnivore diet is, it's basically the BBB diet. We've all heard of the BBBE diet, and it's beef, bacon, butter, and eggs, meaning that the only thing you eat is animal-based products. And a lot of people will not eat spices or eat dairy because they don't think that that's a true carnivore. So I'm not your true carnivore. I do eat spices. I do eat dairy. And so I'm not 100% carnivore, but I didn't start this diet because of health issues. I started this diet or this way of eating, because I wanted to ensure that I take care of myself right now in my 50s. So that way, when I reach my 60s or 70s, if I am, graced to live that long, I want to make sure that I don't have any health issues that could have been controlled through diet and exercise. So that's the reason that I'm a huge fan of talking about health on this channel as well too, because I think that taking care of our health and doing everything that we can to control our health while we're younger is such a huge thing, instead of waiting until it's too late. Because once you reach that stage where it's too late, if it could have been controlled through diet, then it's going to be a lot harder to take care of your health at that point. So we don't want to wait until it's too late, given why I do carnivore. So anyway, guys, that's what carnivore is, and that's why I started it. I did it because I want to maintain or do everything I possibly can right now, so that way when I get older, I don't have to worry about going to the doctors all the time. Because like I said, I am late to saving for retirement. I'm not going to be able to afford to go to the doctor all the time, nor do I want to go to the doctor all the time. And I don't want to have to be put on any expensive prescriptions that I have to take all the time, because for the most part, we don't take any prescriptions in this health. Well, we don't take any prescriptions in this household, and we don't even like to take Advil or anything. I mean, the only way we'll take Advil is if I have a splitting headache, or, I just absolutely have to take it because I have to get rid of the pain. But for the most part, we don't take anything, not even supplements, guys. So we do it all through diet and exercise is how we maintain our health. But I want to read to you guys some of the benefits that I've experienced in just 3 months. Now, I'm a huge fan of carnivore, but I'm going to tell you straight up, it's not the end-all, cure-all. Everything that I've seen online and done some research is that before you start experiencing any weight loss, I know a lot of people go on it because they want to lose weight, is before you actually start experiencing any weight loss, you have to heal inside. So once you heal inside, then that's when you start experiencing weight loss. If you don't have any health issues right now, the chances are you'll probably see weight loss a lot faster, especially if you're male. For females, we tend to lose weight a lot slower than men, so therefore you're not going to notice the weight loss right out the gate. But I have noticed that since I started carnivore, guys, I used to wake up with these really bad aches and pains in my hands and my joints. When I wake up, my hands would hurt so bad. Actually, they would hurt while I was sleeping, and I would find myself at night just squeezing them because the pain was so intense. And when I wake up in the morning, it's like I couldn't even use my hands. I had to sit there or lay there and move my hands so that I can get the movement back without experiencing pain. And I'm not sure if it's because of my job at the retail store that I work at is so physically demanding, where I lift heavy packages and everything. So it could be that, or it could be because, I used to blog and I would sit in front of the computer all the time. So I would type all the time. And that probably could be the reason that my hands were hurting so bad. But since I've been on Carnivore for 3 months, that ache and pain every morning that I wake up is no longer there. So I no longer wake up with those achy hands. And that's a huge thing for me, because I used to think it was just a result of me getting older that I would have these aches and pains. But I mean, a lot of it, in my opinion, has to do with diet, because my diet took care of that. Another thing that I've noticed, guys, is skin tags. Now, I used to have a lot of skin tags, and I wouldn't say a ton, but I had a few skin tags on my neck that I just started getting, and I had no clue how to get rid of them. I had used tea tree oil on them before. I still have one skin tag right here that I used some tea tree oil to see if I could speed up getting rid of it, and it hasn't. And so I decided to just leave it and see if it vanishes like the other ones just through diet. And because the ones on my neck are completely gone. And so that's pretty cool. I have noticed that the skin tags have just completely disappeared without me doing anything. And that was something that I was trying to get rid of for a long time and just had no clue how to get rid of skin tags. And after doing some research, I have learned that diet, just, by not eating things that are going to cause your insulin to, I guess, jump is one of the best things that you can do to avoid getting skin tags. Of course, don't quote me on that, guys. You guys need to do your own research. I do research all the time on how Carnivore benefits me, and I'm just sharing some of the benefits that I've experienced since being on Carnivore. Another thing is that my bloat is gone. So one of the things that I had noticed as I was getting older is that I had a lot of puffiness, and I don't know if it was puffiness or extra weight or whatever, but I had a really big muffin on my side, on my belly, and I still have a little bit of a muffin. I used to call it my muffin top. And that has really gone down quite a bit, and my stomach is starting to get flat. Never experienced a flat stomach my entire life. No matter how many crunches or sit-ups I did, I've never been able to have a completely flat stomach. Now, as I said, guys, I still have a little bit of a muffin top, but my pants feel better. I actually have to wear a belt now, and I can see the difference on how my tummy looks. It's still, like I said, still have a little bit of a hangover on my belt, but I do have to actually wear a belt now for my pants to not fall off. As far as that, guys, I've also lost a little bit of weight. I didn't start this diet, like I've told you guys, to lose weight. I've never really been a heavy set person, but I was getting, at one point before I started keto, I was getting at a point where I was getting heavy, especially as we all get older. We all know that we gain weight. It's just kind of the common thing. I don't know if it's because your metabolism slows down, or, thyroid issues. I'm not sure what causes the weight gain as you get older, but I went to the doctor. And I'd weighed, I think it was like 145 one year. And I decided that enough was enough, especially with my small frame, guys. I shouldn't be weighing 145 pounds. And so at that point, I started keto and cut out all the sugars, all, the carbs and everything. And when I went back to the doctor the following year, I had lost quite a bit of weight and weighed 125 pounds. And the doctor, I remember her saying that, asking me if I had done it intentionally, because she was getting a little worried that I had lost so much weight in a year. And I basically told her that I was on keto and what I was doing. And she said that that's the reason that I had lost weight. And I knew that. I mean, carbs are the reason that you gain weight. And so I started, I continued doing keto after that for about another year, and a year or two, I don't know, it was maybe a little over a year. And slowly and surely, I started implementing more carbs, because it's so easy to get carbs back into your system, because everything is carbs, guys. And except Carnivore. And that's the reason that everybody who wants to cut out carbs completely does Carnivore, because it is the diet, or the way of eating, that cuts out everything, or the elimination diet. That's what it's known as well too. So when I started gaining my weight back, I thought, well, you know what? I need to really consider cutting out carbs, because I didn't want to go back to weighing 145 pounds. And I knew that the only way to do that was to completely eliminate carbs. Otherwise, like most people, when you start allowing something into your diet, eventually that creeps back in. And before you know it, or at least before I knew it, I was eating carbs every day. And so, and not only that, guys, as I started having issues, I was eating a lot of salads and my stomach was getting really irritable and it was in a lot of pain at work. So when I eliminated everything except for beef, bacon, butter, and eggs, at that point, I noticed that I wasn't having the same aches and pains or belly aches that I was having at work. So it helped and it made me feel a lot better. And based on these guys, I mean, I feel a lot better. My little aches and pains that I thought were, permanent are now gone and the bloating is gone. So why wouldn't I stay on it? But it is hard, guys. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Most people are not going to want to continue the carnivore diet forever. So at one point or at some point, you might decide to let a few carbs back in. And I have let a few carbs back in, but these past couple of months, these 3 months that I've been on it, I have had a few cheat days. And I'm not proud to say that I cheated on it because I've really preached on staying carnivore. It's really helped me with my, the benefits that I've achieved, but it is life and slips and falls are going to happen and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I think as long as you cut out a big portion or a majority of portion of the bad foods and keep it permanent, then there's nothing wrong with having a few slip ups. We're all human. Slip ups happen and it doesn't matter. You're the only one who's going to know. And you're the one who has to decide whether or not you want to get back on. So the slip ups that I had, guys, there's only been, I think three slip ups in 3 months. And 1 month or one day I decided to eat some Cheerios. I used to eat cereal all the time. I've always been a huge cereal eater. And I know you're probably thinking, well, why did you bring some Cheerios or some cereals into the house? Well, my partner is not 100% carnivore like me. She has to have a low oxalate foods so that her kidney stones don't grow. And I know this is not an excuse because Cheerios are not shouldn't be a part of low oxalate foods, but I try not to tell her what to eat, or I don't tell her what to eat. That's her opinion. That's her journey. And she has to decide what's right and what she doesn't want to eat. For the most part, she eats very healthy. She eats the same foods as I do. The difference being is that she does eat more carbs than I do. And then, of course, one day we decided that, we were just going to let it go and eat what we wanted to because we'd been wanting spaghetti and we had spaghetti. And then the last cheat meal that we had is I went to a restaurant with some friends, had some wings and beer. And for the most part, guys, I'm not a huge beer drinker, never been. Only do it when I'm social with people. And I had one beer the other night. I had a Corona, and that was basically the only cheat days that I've had since I started this carnivore diet. The great thing is, guys, that as long as if you have a cheat day, I'm not saying to have a cheat day. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. Only you know what's right. And if you do fall off the bandwagon of being carnivore or keto or whatever it is that you're doing to try to take care of your health, if you do fall off the bandwagon, you can always get back on. It's not the end of the world. And if you feel real guilty, don't tell anybody, guys. Nobody knows. And it's not anybody's business to tell them that you fell off the bandwagon, because if you think they're going to judge you for what you did, then don't say anything. Me, I'm trying to tell you guys honestly that I did fall off the bandwagon. And if you're going to blast me because I fell off the bandwagon, don't bother commenting. I mean, like I said, guys, it happens. We're human. We get back on. It's no big deal. I mean, we have the rest of our lives to live our life, and you can't live life in regrets. Plus, you guys, if you cut out just a portion of the bad foods and you do it on a consistent basis, you're going to be much better off than people who actually follow the food pyramid. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you guys that I have been on this carnivore way of eating for 3 months now, going on 4. It's the longest I've ever been on it. Like I've told you guys in the past, I have tried doing carnivore before and never even lasted a month. I don't even think it was a month because I got bored of eating the same foods all the time. And that's the reason that I share some of these carnivore recipes, because I know that eating beef and bacon, or, whatever it is that you're eating, beef, bacon, butter, and eggs, eating those all the time can be boring, especially if you're the type of person who needs variety in your diet. So I try to share some recipes with you guys so that you can actually change your eating habits and do something different and feel like you're eating something different. But for the most part, I feel like I'm just going to continue on down the path. I don't have any regrets starting carnivore. I'm actually very happy I did. I feel a lot better. I don't have the bloat. I don't have the aches and pains anymore. And we'll see how I feel 6 months down the road. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share with you guys my progress, how I'm doing on carnivore. I have had cheat days. And even though I've had cheat days, guys, it didn't affect me. I mean, yeah, it was a cheat day and I shouldn't have those cheat days, but I cheated one day and then I got back on the next day. So if you fall off the bandwagon, just make sure that you get back on and don't give yourself a reason to continue off the bandwagon. Because like I say, guys, it's all about taking care of our health. We have to do what we have to do what we can do to take care of our health so that we can grow old with dignity and not have to worry about expensive medical bills. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Click on the subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever I put out a new video. And guys, leave me a comment down below, guys. I read them all and I love to hear from you guys. I want to know how you're doing. I want to know what you're doing to take care of your health, especially if you're late to saving for retirement and you're not going to have the money to pay for those medical expenses. And guys, medical's only going to get more expensive by the time we actually get older and we're going to need it. So we have to do everything that we possibly can to take care of our health. Let me know down in the comments below, guys. I want to hear from you guys. I need your help growing this YouTube channel. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video and let me know what you're doing with your health. I'll talk to you later, guys. Have a great one. Bye.